Some of you will just take all the money and rent in Harare. If you are in Kwekwe, start in Kwekwe, then inch toward the main focus. Some of you Christians think if you have a flower shop by the corner there and a Muslim has a flower shop by the corner there, I'll buy from you. No, I buy from the one who has good flowers. This is not about mercy. It's about business. Luke 22:36. Then said he unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip, and he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. If you see this, you will never understand why he said to his disciples, have a sword. Luke 13:33. Nevertheless, I must walk today and tomorrow and the day following, for it cannot be that a prophet perish outside of Jerusalem. Huh? Jesus said, I don't want to die outside. So if we have not reached Jerusalem and I die here, the ministry is over. So find swords so you defend me there. Now you have a problem because this is Jesus, the Son of God. How can he need protection? How can he say I'll die before my time? Jesus knew he could die before his time. Oh, now you have a problem because you're too spiritual. No, he's the Son of God. Okay, the same Son of God woke up around 3 a.m. for him to pray. Why would you be praying at 3 a.m.? You are the Son of God. To the point that the disciples and the whole town looked for him and searched for him and went to the location, and they knew where to find him because they knew it was his custom to wake up early in the morning and pray. He knew even as God, you can't survive a day without prayer. So he's saying, I want to go to Jerusalem, but I can be killed in Jerusalem before I get to Jerusalem. So what do we do, guys? Buy swords. So imagine, he knew his vision needed protection. So you have found a team for your business. Then you get to another level. You've trained them. Or rather, you just looked for people that are rugged, ready for business, ready to go. My friend, my cousin, whatever it is, this doesn't work. Some of you Christians think if you have a flower shop by the corner there and a Muslim has a flower shop by the corner there, I'll buy from you. No, I buy from the one who has good flowers. This is not about mercy. It's about business. How did Muammar Gaddafi survive so long? Do you know how he came to Zimbabwe? By road from Libya. Drove all the way. Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe. Do you know where he lived when he got here? Chitungwiza. Open ground. He pitched tents there. No hotel. He knew his type of leadership doesn't need a hotel, they will bomb it. And who were his guards? I think it's called Chama Chama Tungwiza or something like that. Virgins, only ladies. He could tell this one, I will not be betrayed. Visions are protected. Look about the vision of King Ahasuerus. Esther, the one who married Esther. Guess what? He had warned men to take care of all the women, bath them, use, all this oil. It was planned. But why did he give a eunuch to protect his wives? Because there's a eunuch is a person who has no reproductive organs. Touch, but don't test. I don't know if you're here. He's protecting what? His vision. What steps have you done to protect your own vision? Do you know how many churches are dying because the founder is gone and there is no successor? As much as this vision has nothing to do with, if I go, UJ is going to be the natural success. That's not how it works. But while that's not how it works, I just in case, this is the way it should work. I trained UJ. I trained Levi in the prophetic. I trained my wife in the prophetic. I trained other sons in the prophetic. So to ensure the spread and the impact is huge. But at the same time, that if by any means, God forbid that I go early, guess what? You can come back to church and still see a measure of me. That's protecting what? The vision. And many men of God don't. After their deathbed, they are trying to figure out. I know what you think, but I don't know what business to do. You are here because you're a business person, or at least you feel like one. Now what you need to is to execute it. Jesus himself that you think is too spiritual. Watch this. Are you getting this? Luke 9, verse number 51. And it came to pass when the time was come that he should be received up, and steadfastly his face to Jerusalem. What is he doing? Where is his face? Towards Jerusalem. Are you getting this? Luke 13:22. And he went through the cities and villages, teaching and journeying toward. He didn't just go, boom, I'm in Araresa. No. All your money will be finished. If you are in Kwekwe, start in Kwekwe. Then inch toward the main focus. And some of you will just take all the money and rent in Harare. You know, it was one of these big people, one of my sons who passed on way back, a few years back. You know, he had an accident somewhere. You all know him. He would come to church, he would go somewhere else and all that. But of course, he called me his father, so he's my son. Are you getting this? That guy was a genius. He was a genius. He was even called genius. I remember early in the morning, I called him. And I said, for the next 14 days, I believe, 14 days, 2 weeks, don't go anywhere. Don't do any party. Don't do nothing. He said, Dad, you mean like even a small party? I said, you can't. Don't do it. He says, what if the people come to my house? I said, look, I don't know. The vision I saw is you shouldn't go to any party. So it's only 14 days. So one of his guys called me and said, is it true that you told him? I said, yeah, I just told him. Just make sure he doesn't go anywhere. And when that happened, you know, it happened. And it happened. And things happened. And he didn't quite listen to that part. Because I also didn't really explain how he would die. I just said, you're going to die if you do it. And I didn't know anything about any accident. I just know what God had told me. And people who are very close to him can tell you that's a fact. Not like a fact in the sense of they knew it after. No, they knew it when I said you shouldn't go. But look at what he did. How he was a genius, although he was also called genius. With the amount of resources he had, he went into the rural area. I don't know how many kilometers, maybe 20 something. He realized the rural areas are just 20 something kilometers. Build a mansion there. Don't bother yourself. But some of us, the day we got 700,000, we were in the there, finishing all of it to buy one house. As we say in Africa. I'm telling you, like we finished the whole thing in the there. To the point that the moment we bought it, you walk away, you go like, hey, what did I just do? And the guy knew it. He was there. Versace, furniture, this in a location outside down. Right now, your mentality is not for a businessman. You finish all your money on nonsense. Because you don't know you do bit. Inch towards your goal. Toward the place. You want to live in borrowed or broke? No problem. It's okay. Start in Dombosha. Move in. With the money you have. Now, if you spend all of that's why we say a house is a liability. It's not an asset. And the mentality we were given by white people who came to preach about what? Spirituality. Is the most you can have is a house. When you have a house. We are still trapped in it ourselves. We have a nice house. Then we see another house. We say, we leave this one. We go there. Your budget is stretched. But it's better now because we know, just give us a few weeks or a few days, we'll recover. Now you won't recover, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Because all you want to do is to show someone. No. Jesus said, I preach toward Jerusalem. I want to go where? Jerusalem. But I preach from here. Every city I'm ministering. You will be shocked in a few minutes. You'll be amazed at how Jesus did it. Matthew 21, verse number 1 to 5. He was a stickler to detail. When they drew nigh to Jerusalem and were come to Bethphage, unto the Mount of Olives, then sent Jesus 2 disciples. Stickler. Yeah, you will be shocked. Saying unto them, go into the village over against you, and straightway you shall find an ass tied and a colt with hair. Loose them and bring them unto me. I know what you think. I understand there is a spiritual matter to be dealt with here, to be had here. You know, where we can talk about the spiritual side of it. But imagine he sends 2 people. He is outside Jerusalem, but ahead of time, he had already arranged for a donkey in the colt to be tied for him when he enters. Then he says, 2 guys, go tell them this. Now hear this. And if any man ought ask you, you say, do you see? He had a cord already. Now we think that was spiritual. There was just a donkey somewhere miraculously. The donkey tied itself. He says, if anyone asks you, why? Because that anyone was the owner of these things. And he had a code that when my guys come to pick my donkeys, they will say the Lord. You understand? But in your head, there's some spiritual gymnastics going on here. There was a donkey supernaturally. Jesus said, bit by bit, moving towards Jerusalem. And before he got there, he had amassed a lot of following before he attacked Jerusalem. That doesn't make Jesus less spiritual. It actually makes him very spiritual. He knew what he was called to do, and he did bit by bit, step by step.